Hi, I'm Tatsuya.
I'm Rayo.
Today we're going to present about what happens in practice, the Sanyan case in China and California. So here's the agenda. Three principles of transnational law and role-playing of Sanyan case and wrap-up. So before moving on to the role-playing, we're going to present about the three principles of transnational law. Firstly, the court determines whether it has international jurisdiction or not to take the judicial judgment or not. And secondly, court chooses the applicable law because transnational law has usually multiple actors from different countries. And thirdly, if there is already a decision made in other countries' court, then the court decides whether it accepts that decision as their decision or not. And this is the background information of Sanyan versus Robinson case. Sanyan is a Chinese company, which I'm in charge of, and Robinson is a Californian-based company producing helicopter. He's in charge of Robinson. And firstly, Sanyan's helicopter produced by Robinson crashed in China, and then 3 people died and serious damage were incurred by that accident. Then Sanyan brought the case to the Californian court, which is the start of this case. Okay. So, in 1994 in China, now I'm Sanyan. Oh my God, my helicopter produced by your company is broken in China. As many as three my staffs are dead.
Again, I'm Robinson. What? Why me? The accident, happened in China, not in the U.S. So I don't care about it.
Okay, then we have to bring my case. Then, in 1995, I decided to bring my case to Los Angeles because Robinson's company is in the U.S. However,
okay, California court. Okay, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. So bring it back in China. I'm not in charge of this. The proceedings in the U.S. have been postponed.
what? Then I go back to China for my proper decision. So, here's a problem of international jurisdiction. The court needs to clarify whether it has legitimate reason to take a case or not. In this case, a California court decided to not to take this case because they regarded Chinese court as more proper field for their case. And here's another problem: choice of law. They need to choose Chinese law or Californian law. Regarding this matter, there's different interests among states. Like both China and Californian court has different laws regarding, for example, like amount of compensation or length of litigation and so on. And there's another problem: difficulty in finding legitimate reason for applying certain states' law. Okay. So in 2004, in Hubei High Court in China,
Well, this case has been already over. Why would I go to China?
since Robinson does not appear in Chinese court, we decided in favor of Sanyan. Robinson, you need to pay $6.5 billion. However, I cannot enforce this decision in the United States without the US court's approval. And now I'm Sanyan. It takes too much time, but I will do it for the sake of my colleagues. So the case moved on to the United States court in California District Court.
So the case was brought to California, and I'm Robinson. Chinese proceedings were time barred because 10 years have already been passed since the first proceedings in 1995, according to the Californian law. In Californian law, well, I accept your argument, Robinson. recognition of the Chinese decision has been dismissed because this case has been expired based on California law.
I don't accept this decision. This case is not over. I appealed to the Ninth Circuit Court. So the case was brought to the Ninth Circuit Court in 2011.
The Ninth Circuit Court, the Chinese judgment is recognized and enforced because it was not expired as the 1995 proceedings have not ended yet. Also, the Chinese decision is not likely to damage the Californian public interests, and the proceedings in China were done properly.
Yes, it had already took 70 years, but finally we can say we won to my colleagues in the heaven.
So, here we can see some problems of recognition of foreign judgment. First of all, it is too long to end the proceedings. It took only more than 10 years. And also, there should be some compatibility. In other words, the judgment rendered in foreign court should be compatible with the state to enforce. And lastly, there should be legitimacy for all proceedings. That shows that all proceedings, legal procedures were done properly.
Okay. So to wrap up this presentation, firstly about international jurisdiction, the court takes whether it takes the court or not, and it takes this case, the case or not, and secondly it chooses the law whether it uses the court of that country or the other country, and then thirdly it decides if there is already a decision made in other countries' court, then the court decides whether it accepts that decision or not. And these are three issues of transnational law. About international jurisdiction, it needs to clarify the legitimate reason of taking the case or not. And secondly, about the choice of law, there are different interests among states, so it makes difficult to choose the law. And also, there's difficulty in finding reason to apply certain states' law. And then, here's recognition of foreign judgment. Since it takes so long time, like Sanliang case, and if there is no compatibility among those states, then it cannot recognize the decision. And also, if the other countries' decision is recognized as not legitimate, then it cannot be enforced in one country. So it's the problem of the transnational law. Thank you for listening.